Today we have a Madden 25 best play scheme out of the gun Y off trio weak formation. This scheme is the second part of the run scheme video I put out a while ago. Combining these passing plays with the run scheme video linked right here and below in the description will have you beating the competition with no problem. This scheme has 5 passing plays. They are Orbit PA Scissors, PA Post Dig Shot, Double Drags, Halfback Circle, and Halfback Slip Screen. The audibles are shown right here on the screen. Let's get into the breakdown. Now this is the play Orbit PA Scissors, a great play. It comes off of that run play I broke down in my previous video, the RPO Alert Orbit, which is a run and a RPO. Okay, this play has a lot more options. You're gonna make your reads are just gonna be R1, square, and X. If they're covered, you always have circle and triangle. Okay, if you're being blitzed, hit triangle quickly. Okay, no matter if it's zone or man defense. Okay, you do want to have your fastest receiver at the R1 spot. Well, the great thing about this play is that motion helps you determine if it's man or zone defense. Okay, and we're just going to read R1, square, and X. Let's see, R1 is going to be open. If we're fast, easy one play touchdown. Okay, in practice mode, it's going to be an over-the-shoulder pass against zone defense. R1, I like R1 again. Okay, just make sure he's fast. Okay, we're just torching this defense. And if he's ever covered, like if they're dropping back, like I don't like that one. We have square, R1 square, and then X. Okay. Really, really, really good play, especially if you run that RPO Alert Orbit. They don't know if you're doing the RPO or you're doing this. R1 again. Get over there, Jones. Get over there, baby. Get over there. Now, a good thing about it is if the field is ever locked up, it's man defense. You have that square. Okay, you have square and you have X also. X beats a lot of man defenses. This funny route that this tight end is on, this is another zone defense. We're going to look over top. And again, they're just giving us this all day. All day. But sometimes the circle receiver is open. Let's see. This is a zone. Let's see if the circle receiver is open. Okay. See how the circle receiver is open like that? And you can just pick up a lot of yards with that. There we go. You also can hit that running back. Now I'll show you a great thing I like to do just to change it up. I like to put the running back on an out route to the left. Now, I'll pay attention to this cornerback or whichever linebacker is over there outside the box. If that person comes to play the motioning circle receiver, I throw to the running back. If he doesn't, if he plays the running back, I throw to the receiver and it becomes a makeshift screen. Okay, so we'll run this a few times. They're playing the receiver, I throw to the running back. Okay. When they play the receiver, I throw to the running back. As you saw, that guy came right down and he was playing this guy came right here. Okay, I'm looking at this guy right here. He came and he played that receiver, so I throw to the running back. Now usually that guy is not that close. It's a man defense, but you usually can get and beat those linebackers or cornerbacks if they have them in that position. Run it again until we get a good execution. See, if they have linebackers and not cornerbacks or safeties out there, you'll torch them. And that guy, he just goes to play that receiver. Every time. Zone defense, we can hit this receiver and get this makeshift screen going. There we go. There we go. And that's how you run that play. Now this is the play PA post dig shot. We do one adjustment. We just streak that tight end, okay? That helps get R1 open if they're in zone defense for a one-play touchdown, possibly. Now, in man defense or zone, your reads are always going to be X, R1, and then circle. Okay? If it's man defense, the square route and the circle route destroy man defense most of the time. If it's zone defense, the triangle route is going to be open in the flats. Okay? We'll run this a few times. Okay, let's see. This is a zone defense. Let's look for R1. Okay. As you see, that tight end takes him out of the way. It takes that deep safety out of the way. And it's an easy one-play touchdown. Let's see how that tight end is running back. So that safety has to pay attention to that tight end. Okay. And when he's paying attention to the tight end, it's just a pass lead to the like 11 o'clock, between 11 and 10 o'clock, and it's an over-the-shoulder pass for an easy touchdown. Okay, let's see what this is. This is a man defense. Okay, let's hit square. Let's hit square. Okay, square or circle. All we have to do is read if it's man or zone. If it's zone, we're looking for that one play over the top. Okay. Oh man, Jones is fast. Jones is fast. And then if it's man, like here, we're going to look for square or circle. And then if it's zone, we can sometimes look for the circle in between these zones sometimes. That's pretty tough. I really don't like throwing that, but against zone, sometimes it's open. Okay. Man defense, you get that one. And that's man or zone for the PA post dig shot. Another thing I like to do is out route that triangle receiver to the left. Now, my reads going to the left are going to be R1, circle, and then triangle. Okay. R1, circle. I like circle. And then triangle if they're covered. We're streaking that tight end, out routing that running back. And then zone. And hit this guy. Pick up some yards. And you're doing so much, these guys will be confused. Believe me, they will be confused. I didn't out route my running back. I did not out route my running back. It's okay. It's okay. We'll do it one more time. I want to hit that R1. And I didn't streak my tight end. Jeez. And the R1 was wide open. Just like that. Easy, easy, easy. We'll do it one more time, see if we can get R1. Nope. We can get circle though. We can get circle and he'll drop the ball. Let's get into the breakdown to the next play. Okay, this is the play double drags. A really good play. A lot of man-beating routes on this field. We'll do something different with the X route, but the circle route is a good man-beating route. The triangle route is a good man-beating route. And of course, you know drag routes are good man-beating routes, especially if you have fast receivers. Now, the one thing I don't like X's route. I'll in route it and then I will smart route it if I have more than 6 yards to go. Okay, if I don't have more than 6 yards to go, I leave that in route the way it is without smart routing. Okay, now your reads going to the left are going to be X, R1, and then triangle. Triangle takes a long time. He usually gets bumped around the line of scrimmage, but if you notice it, certain zones he's open in between that deep blue and those flat zones. And if it's man, if he gets past his man, if a linebacker or something is on him, that running back can possibly take it for a one-play touchdown. Now, on the left, again, your reads are going to be X, R1, triangle. Going to the right, you're going to be circle and then square. Let's look at the right. You have to look at the way this cornerback is playing. The way he's playing right there, and for some reason square got bottled up. But your read is going to be circle, and then square to the writing end. He's right there. I don't like the way he's playing. He was in some type of zone. You don't want to throw that. We'll run it until we get a good one. Right there. Still, if you throw that ball, it'll get intercepted. You want him to back up and be in man defense. See how route that in route. Right here. Usually you can get that in there. As long as he's backing up and he's to the left of you, you can get that in there, okay? If you do it any other way, right here, okay? See how he's in front of me and to the left? If I pass lead this to the right, there's no way he can jump that. There's no way he can jump that. So again, backing up, we can get that in there. Okay, now if that's covered, if he's in a zone and he's down in between your quarterback and that receiver, you do not want to pass that. You want to hit square. Okay, you can still hit square in man defense for some reason. These guys are not doing right. Now, going to the left, X, R1, triangle. X, no, R1. Now going to the left, X, R1, triangle. X, no X, we can hit X. Okay? You just gotta look, pay attention to those linebackers. If they back up, you do not want to pass that ball. R1, just like that. And then we'll see if we can get a man defense. This looks like a man defense. Okay. Hopefully we have time. This triangle route. Okay. Hopefully this is a zone. R1. And you're just going to pick up these easy 5 yards you had to go. You've been going downfield with those other plays. Hit them with this. I also like to motion this guy in sometimes. Okay. Oh no. Wow. It's just a really, really decent play. Just like that, real easy, and we're gonna house this one. Real easy play. I'm gonna get a man defense right here. When you have a linebacker on him, he can take this to the house when you have a man defense. Now, this is the play halfback circle. Your reads are going to be X, circle, R1, and triangle if you're going to the right. Okay? X covered, R1. Didn't get it off, but R1 is covered against man defense. Sometimes that X and definitely that R1 gets covered. And here we can pass lead over the top, hit them, hit that R1, X, circle, R1, triangle. X, nope, circle, R1, triangle. Okay? And just destroy them. Like I said, so many different possibilities. No adjustments on this. X. Okay? Gotta hit that a little bit quicker. X is covered. Like right here. You can hit circle over the top. I might not get this off, but should have noticed that a little bit earlier. Okay. Should have noticed that a little bit earlier. Just the way I'm looking at that safety back there as well. So I read it. X. It's going to be open. I like this. I like this. And that's just making the reads. Okay, just be careful in the middle. That is user territory. Let's go to the left side. Okay, the left side, we're gonna always look at square and then triangle. I like square. I like square. I like square. And I don't believe we actually got a touchdown out of that. But if square is covered, any type of zone play or they're beneath like that right there, I'm going towards that triangle running back. Okay, really. Well, this is the final and last play, the halfback slip screen. A really good play, okay? Now, when you run this play, depending on if you're going to the halfback or, yes, if you want to pass the ball to those routes on the right, I usually only look at R1 and X, okay? You can really catch your opponent off guard. If you've been running this play and you've been running this slip screen and you hit them for a lot of yards, you'll really catch them off guard when you actually pass out of a screen pass. Now, you've been running this play a lot and you hit them with this screen pass and you pick up a lot of yards, you can really catch them off guard if you hit them with a pass to one of these routes. Again, your reads to the right are going to be R1 and X. Okay? Now, the way I run this screen pass, you can run it by just hiking the ball and just hitting your triangle receiver, or you can do what I do, which for some reason just blocks better. Okay, either going to the right or left. Once I hike the ball to quarterback, I move towards the side where I want to go. If I'm going to the running back, I would move immediately to the left. If I have the play flipped, I move immediately to the right. But if I'm passing the ball, I move immediately to the right. Okay, let's do the halfback portion. I move to the left, hit that halfback. The blocking is so much better than if you just regularly back up and pass that. Now, going to the right, you want to do a quick bullet pass, and you want to make sure your quarterback moves to the right as well. Your reads are going to be R1 and X. R1, quick bullet pass right there. You never really have circle open because it takes time, but that case we did have some time. Quick bullet pass, move to the right a little bit, and just pick your yards up. Utilize these plays to destroy your opponent one by one. It's your boy Wayne6578. Yep, I'm outie. And I'll be back.